there's a lot of issues going on in the world today, and a lot of different points of view on different issues. And there are some sides that take, they are the side of truth, and what they say is what we should all believe. And so when it comes to that kind of stuff, and of course the other side says you should believe that, right? And they're exact opposites of stuff. And so how can you tell if one side is telling the truth or not? And there's an easy way of doing that. My name is Jeff Broomfield, and I'm a hypnotist. And I help guide people to find their purpose, their passion, and their self. And one of the things we have to do is we have to face our own truth. And we have to accept how things are, how they are. And I've learned to be able to tell through, psychology and all this stuff, how somebody is dealing with something, whether or not they're telling the truth. And so if you're talking to somebody and their side is that, okay, great, that's your perspective. And the other side has criticism about some of their points. So it's all in how they react and how they respond to the criticism. If they come out and start calling people names if they don't agree with them, that is a narcissistic, toxic strategy. If they divert and they change the subject, then they're not arguing in good faith. If they, on the other hand, they address the criticism head on and they have a well thought out response to that criticism that explains whatever, then now that still doesn't mean that side is telling the truth, but at least they're arguing in good faith. Whereas if this one side is not, if they're treating the other side like they don't exist, if they're belittling them, calling them names, if they are misrepresenting the other side's point of view. If you listen to one side and you listen to one side's description of the other side's argument and you decide against the other person's argument because of that description, chances are you're believing BS. Because what happens quite often, another narcissistic strategy, and of course narcissism is popular, and you can't be at the top of the political structure without being a narcissist. And some of these people use the toxic narcissistic strategies of name calling, and they'll misrepresent the other side's point of view. They'll take something and totally twist it so that it's against that person. It makes them look stupid. And that's the other thing, is they try to make the other person who's opposing them, the other side, the point of view, they try to make them look as stupid as possible. And if that's how they approach the argument, then chances are you're being gaslit. That is not 100%, but chances are, yeah, you're probably getting fed some kind of BS, and they can't argue against any of the critical points some people bring against them, not because those people aren't worthy of being responded to, but if you won't allow that and you won't look at that other side, then it's because your side isn't strong enough and you don't actually have an answer for the other side. And so instead you divert, you do name calling, and you do everything you can to not have to justify your position. And why should we listen to that side? I mean, they're just that, they're a bunch of idiots. So they're whatever you want to call them. That is a red flag for narcissism and gaslighting. So that is a very good way to tell if somebody's being honest, at least, or if they're arguing in good faith. And if they're not being honest and they're not acting in good faith, they're probably gaslighting. They're probably telling a fictional story that they want everybody to believe. And just because everybody believes it doesn't make it true. So that's how you tell them. Hopefully that helps you out. I'm Jeff Broomfield, a quantum hypnotist. I help people find their purpose, their passion, and their self. And you can hit my website and you can book a free strategy session there. And we can talk about whether or not hypnosis can get you the result that you're looking for. So thanks for tuning in. Until next time, have a good one.